Hello, stars. Welcome to The Illusionary Self. My name is Serafina Jade, and today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading for how your person or a specific person feels about you, how they see you, and advice for you. This could be a love situation, a love relationship, or it could be a friend or just another specific person in your life. Just make sure that you keep them in mind and put them into your heart before you choose the pile, so you'll be guided to the right pile. I will be reading it as love, so take what resonates and kind of translate it into if it's a platonic friendship. There's going to be a little bit of everything, but specifically for love relationships. Okay, so I already picked the theme cards of your reading, and we also have these stone cards, so you can use these also to help you choose your piles. Okay, so let's take a look. At first is pile number 1 with Tiger Eye. And then the second group, we have Sapphire. And then in the third pile, we have Ruby. Okay, so pause the video here and use your intuition to choose the cards or what pile is going to be working for you. And in the description box below, there will be a timestamp for your appropriate reading, so I will see you there. All right, pile number 1, if you chose the Tiger Eye card, the stone, then this reading is for you. First off, Tiger Eye is associated to Capricorn or Leo, which is December, January, and July, August. That might resonate for you for a specific, might be something significant, like you're watching this video around that time. The person's birthday or your birth charts have these signs. If not, totally fine. If that does not resonate for you, it's just a synchronicity for some of you. Okay, so let's just gonna put this here, Tiger Eye. So let's go see some type of information about you and your person before we get started. We have let go of control issues. Okay, we have passion. Let me just put here in the middle. Let go of control issues, passion. And then we have children. All right. So I do feel in a sense that you and this person have a lot of passion. Now, in a romantic situation, we can kind of figure out what that means, like a lot of intensity, a lot of excitement, just a lot of like energy connection between you and a specific person. In other situations, it could be like creative energy or, like that friend that you always like to hang out with, or you just feel drawn to, that sort of thing, or someone feels very drawn and connected to you. But there are control issues, I feel, on both sides of the table, where one person is very controlling, where it's like a runner, it's not even runner chaser. It's like you guys both want to be together, but it's just not working out. Like you have a certain way of doing things and they have a certain way of doing things, to the point where some of you might be acting like children with each other. Like you and them just stop acting like yourselves or being yourselves, because I feel the energy isn't as grounded. That's not a bad thing. There's just a lot of energy to ground. So you're just like, why are we acting like this? Why is the situation being like this? And I feel with the let go of control issues, this could be about scheduling. Like we said that we're going to meet on Monday, but then it turned out to be Tuesday, and then they change the clock to 3 p.m. and they want to meet this. They want to meet here, but they want to meet here, and I want to meet here. And I feel that the person that's more conscious and more aware, maybe more intuitive, potentially more empathetic or empathic, I feel that person is being guided to surrender. I know not, because if both people surrender, let's say scheduling, then nothing will get scheduled, right? I feel if one of you guys just like, hey, more empathic or more consciously aware, can kind of just tone down preferences, is what I'm sensing, and just allow things to flow naturally. It might be a little difficult to do because you might be like, I really want to meet at the park. Like, let's say if you guys are sending a date, I really want to meet at a park, but they want to go to the mall. I don't know if people still go to malls. But like, I don't know if people go on dates at the mall. That just came out to me. Maybe some of you guys, there's like a shopping center or some place like an outdoor, like a fun outdoor shopping center, or you work at a shopping center, something like that, for some of you. But the shopping mall came in, and that was a little bit different because we don't really go to those as much. Not though, I think. Anyways, and you really don't want to go to the mall. You really just want to be grounded at the park and something like that. So then maybe you guys, if you let go of control issues and be like, okay, let's go to the park. Go to the mall. And then the person be there for 30 minutes and be like, well, you know what? I'm not really feeling this. There's a park down the street. Why don't we go there? And it just channels through them naturally. That like, it's as if it's their idea to go. And it just flows a certain way, right? And then so you guys can spend more time with the passion than like, I want to do it my way sort of thing. That's the thing that I'm sensing. I do feel there's a strong bond between you and this person. I just feel like there's clashes between you and their energy. So if that sounds like you, this could be a reading. If not, stick around and see if there's anything else that resonates for you, or if you would like to choose a different pile, you are welcome to do so. All right. So let's go take a look at how this person feels about you, how they see you, and some advice from your higher selves. Let's see. What can we know for pile number 1? And pile number 1, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and support. Let's take a look. Okay, we have this way. Okay, we have this pile here, and then this pile. Okay, let's take a look. So let's start with how your person feels about you, or this person feels about you. Okay, so we have the Sun, a lot of passion. The Tiger Eye card is about confidence and motivation. I didn't read this card because every time I read this card, like the main card, it takes like 10 minutes and people kind of like get out of the reading. But the Tiger Eye kind of had that energy of positivity, spontaneity, love, passion, happiness. That's showing up there with the Sun. We have the Dawn of Wands, 2 very passionate cards, and the 4 of Cups. All right, so this person with these cards, let me just bring it forward for you. 4 of Cups, the Sun, and the Dawn of Wands. Okay, so this person, I do sense that they just have a really great time with you, and they feel like if they don't spend time with you, or they don't see this through, or they don't try to make things work, it just feels like FOMO with the 4 of Cups. They don't want to miss out on an opportunity with you. And the opportunity, I'm not seeing it as like opportunistic, like they want to get something, and when they get that thing, then they'll leave. I don't think that's the case. I do sense that this person feels like you light up their life. You're really fun to be around. They feel like themselves. You bring out something that is missing from within them. Regardless if that's love or passion or spontaneity, inspiration, motivation, something like that. And you have inspiration here. You do mirror back to them a very passionate, very inspired, creative way of looking at things. This is how they feel about you. A lot of their feelings about you, I'm talking about them, like how you make them feel about themselves. That's a really big indicator at this time. So right now, in this part of the relationship, they're really seeing the type of person they are becoming because of you. And if this is a romantic relationship or a romantic situation, it might feel difficult for you to hear that, because you're like, but that has nothing to do with me. How do they feel about me? Everything's about them. I don't necessarily think this person is narcissistic in that way. I do sense that they're having like a come to Jesus moment where they're realizing that there's people that are good for them and people that are bad for them. And then you are the type of person that like you bring out the best when things are dark in their life, or things are upsetting, or anything that's like dark that comes into their life. Like, let's say you haven't spoken to them in a day and they're like at work and they're just doing something on their side of the world or in their own reality, and something dark happens. They think about how grateful they are that you are in their life, that sort of energy. I don't know, they just feel like they found this diamond in the rough. Like there's no one like you, that they it's like a treasure, and they kind of want to hold it to themselves. Again, not like a narcissist or not like kind of scary or possessive, but it's just like, look what I found. I found this diamond in the rough. Someone, there's not a lot of people like them, and I don't want to let them go. On my memory card, I looked up to see if it's zooming in and it's clear. It says on my memory card, I have 2 hours and 22 minutes. So that's 222. 2 is a sign of companionship, union, coming together. So that could be a synchronicity for you if this is a love relationship. So I feel at this specific time when you're watching this reading, they might have love for you. But at this time, it's more of like a spiritual development. So maybe with let it go of control issues showing up, you can feel like kind of annoyed because everything's about them. Like about them, they're like, wow, you make me feel like this, you make me feel like that. This, let's go here. I want to go hiking with you. I want to take you on this way. Or it's all about what they want to do with you. But now that you hear this, it could be because they're so being more connected with themselves. They don't even realize that they're too excited and too passionate right now. They're not very grounded at this time. I think you're bringing something out from them. So is there anything that we can know about their their emotional, romantic feelings, if that is something of this, if this is a romantic situation? Let's see. And then we could also see what they see you, how they see you. Because right now they're how they feel about you is how they make you, how you make them feel about themselves. Okay, so let's go take a look. We have the 3 of Wands. Okay, the 3 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. I think right now they're being very observant of you. They're seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles. You're practical, potentially, generous, potentially, because it says here on this card, but the Queen of Pentacles nurtures themselves. They love themselves. They're kind of observing you from a distance and being like, wow, they like to take care of themselves, or you're good at taking care of your money, maybe taking care of your home. There's something about your 3D world or your body that you really take care of. You don't really kind of give yourself away, sort of thing. Like you know your worth. And I feel the way that they feel about you, they're not quite sure how they feel about you because you are a very different person that you're different. And I was watching a Eckhart Tolle video today while I was making waffles, and he was talking about how it's easy to be present in places that you're not aware of. So that's why people go to retreats, because when you are in an environment that you are familiar with, like at home, it's easy just to tune out and go by the day to day. And a lot of times people like to vacation or travel because you're kind of forced to go into presence or be more present. You're not really labeling things. So his example, Eckhart Tolle's example, was if you're on vacation and you see a bird, and you don't even know what this bird is. Like in the city, you see pigeons and crows and like doves and things like that. So you're easy to be like, oh, that's this type of bird or this type of bird. But when you're out on vacation, you go, oh my God, look at that bird. You don't know what it is. So you're just like observing it. And you can't really label it. So you can't label or identify what that bird is. And so you're just mesmerized. And I feel like that is how they feel about you at this time. They're not quite sure. And it's kind of like, it says fluctuation and adaptability. Like they're not quite sure because you're very different from a lot of people that they are used to. So right now, they're focusing on how you guys are together. They're focusing on how you make them feel when you're together. They're focusing on, and they're not doing this on purpose. It's just coming naturally to them to focus on, well, when I'm with this person, I feel this way. I feel like, I feel different, right? I feel great. I feel grand. And potentially we'll see some advice to see if it's going to go in another direction. Again, so I do sense that they don't pedestal you. That's a good thing. So it's not like pedestaling, like they don't see you as somebody at their level, or you're too high for them, or they're too high for you. It's like nothing like that. It's just presence, like observing the exotic, not to call you exotic, but like you're different, a different bird on vacation. They're like, what is this? So I feel like letting go of control issues, maybe you're not getting that connection, but if you observe them being like maybe feeling more childlike, very more joyous, know that that's what's going on, and maybe observe them as well. And that observation is actually more presence, it's more consciousness, and you're maybe they're teaching you, or their higher selves and God is teaching you to be more present and just go with the flow. And just observe that they're just like, I want to go to the park. I want to go here. I want to go there. They're just really excited. And you're like, what is this? Like, are you going to tell me that you love me? Are you going to tell me that my eyes are beautiful? Do you want to take me? Like, are you like, they're kind of not there. So we'll see where this goes in a second. Let's go take a look at how they see you. Okay. So we see the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. We have the Dawn of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Swords. All right. So I do sense that maybe the control issues are on your side, and control issues is not a bad thing. It's not a judgment. There's nothing to be upset about or shameful or feel like, oh my God, this tarot reader told me I have control issues. Like, we all have control issues. If we have an ego, if we're human, we have some sort of control issue, and sometimes we're not aware of it. So don't identify with it. Just know that there's some control, right? And I'm saying control issues because it says it on the card. You could just say control or need for information. And I have that too, where I'm just like, you need to tell me what your intentions are, what your schedule is. I don't like, I want to be able to flow in my day, and I don't want to flow on somebody else's day. So like my partner, I'm like, you have to tell me what your intentions are for the day. So anyways, no judgment or anything. So I do sense here with the Five of Cups that with the dwelling and avoidance, the Five of Cups is like kind of upset or sad, or you upset, or maybe they upset you. They upset you a lot, or make you like frustrated a lot. And they're not quite sure but they like, if they're in this like childlike innocence and excited energy, then it might get you upset because you want clarity about something. And so at this time, you're a little bit more practical. Page of Pentacles, not so much giving, because maybe you're like holding yourself back because their energy is a little bit different. Again, they're probably not like this all the time. You bring out a certain part of them or certain energy. Maybe you're just like, well, that's great and all, but I'm looking for something more. That's totally fine. Like, I don't want to be someone's like bright light if I'm trying to date them. I want somebody who's at my level, where I already know, they already know who they are, and they're an autonomous being, and they don't change around me. They are the same person. Like, they're kind of more self-aware or conscious or spiritual or whatever it is. Like, I think this person's still kind of catching up. That's totally fine. And then you could just see that and be like, that's really great. And I'm great to be that light for them, but I need a partner in this 3D world to be at a different level. Totally fine. Right. So I do sense here that there needs to be some sort of communication, or maybe you told them like, we need to talk, or we need to discuss something. Right. I feel that with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, like you need to know something. Like, you need to know something or you're upset, that sort of thing. So, and it kind of, and they want to give that to you. You know, they want to be able to make you feel as happy as you make them feel. That's the thing. They want to make you as happy as you make them feel. This person seems like a child. Like a child, like in childlike innocence, right? I love it when a man has childlike innocence, but can also show up as a man. So let's go see what else we have here. We have the Hermit. So they do see you as very potentially spiritual, very discerning, maybe very observant already. And maybe you could see this as well. And maybe you do already see this and you're just like, well, thanks for the confirmation. That's not what I'm looking for in this relationship, in this work relationship, or so on and so forth. But you could still be that light, you just don't have to date them if that's the kind of energy that I'm sensing, if that is, that's what it is. What else do they see here? Where they have the Hermit and the Moon. Yeah, you're pretty deep. Like, you like to have deep conversations. You like to, you're a little bit more serious, and that's not a bad thing. I think this is because you are a lot more conscious or more spiritually aware, that sort of thing. And when you have conversations with them, you go very deep, and they're just like really just happy to see you. They're just like, I'm really happy to see you. Let's just go hang out and have fun. And then things potentially get philosophical when it comes to, again, this is not a judgment. It's not like they are upset about that. It's nothing. That's just how they see you. They see you as someone who's a deep soul. There's a lot of depth, but through you, they do actually really love it. They admire it. But the thing is, they don't pedestal you. They're just like, that is how pile number 1 is great. I love being around them. Let's get one more card for how they see you. Oh, they want these 2 cards. Okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Okay. So you do feel very independent, very, I don't know. It's not like you're negative. It's just like you potentially have a lot of self-respect. The sense that I'm getting is also like Sigma female or Sigma feminine, Sigma female. I don't like using those terms because it's all rooted in ego. But if you look up the definition of it, like look up on YouTube, there's like, what is a Sigma female or feminine? Then you'll kind of get the sense of it. Maybe that's how your energy translates, but you don't identify with that. I don't like it when people, not to say I don't like it, I try to tell people not to identify with male or alpha male or beta male. It's just ways to describe things. It's just an easier way to describe things. So I'm not saying that you are or you need to identify as a Sigma, but that's just the type of energy that I'm sensing in this reading, where you're very, I don't know, just look it up. It's a great trait. It's a great trait. I like the traits of a Sigma female. But you're very independent and you're very practical. You're the type of person that people build with. You don't mess with this type of person. You either marry them or you don't marry them. Like, you're the type of person that demands, like, your energy demands respect. You don't demand respect, but your energy does. Your energy demands respect, and that you're the type of person that, like, a masculine energy or the other energy wants to make happy. Like, when they're able to put a smile on your face, when they're able to tell a joke and you laugh, like, that is such a blessing to them. Like, you don't understand, like, when you laugh, when you are happy, and when they are the source of that laugh or that source of that happiness, they feel like $1,000,000. Again, you're the type of person where you don't put them on a pedestal, but you do put them on a throne. And they know that you're the type of person that requires effort. Like, you have to put effort in this situation. Pile number 1, you can't mess with them. You can't gaslight them. You can't manipulate them. Anything like that. And this person isn't the type of person to do that. They just know that you require respect. So I feel this person doesn't like to, if you guys call each other or talk to each other, they want to be on their best behavior. They want to be in the best balanced energy. If you're having a hard time getting in touch with this person, they are the type of person who, like, wants to make sure that they're not upset or stressed or tired when they're on the phone with you, because, again, you go so deep that they want to make sure to be able to not drown in the depth, right? And be able to listen to you, hear you, give you attention. And so I'm seeing you're a very expensive energy. It requires effort, and this person is willing to put the effort. But I think at this time, I think at this time, it's still like there's like a learning curve there. What is the advice for the situation? We have the Ace of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Definitely follow your intuition. It's going to be different for all of you. And the Six of Swords. I do sense here the High Priestess and the Six of Swords is not to try too hard, right? Don't put too much effort. Try to just show up as you are. If you are, if it's too much effort to be with this person and they, let's say, having a hard time putting plans together, then just let them make the plans. And if it doesn't turn up, then whatever, like just move on with your life. Like, don't put too much effort into the situation. Allow them to kind of ground it. Because let's say you want to meet on Monday, but they change it to Tuesday and then this day and allow them to do that. Don't put too much effort into planning it out, because then they'll get used to you taking the reins or being in control, or if you are a feminine energy, going into a more masculine energy, and then they're like, oh, I'll just do the bare minimum and show up at the bare minimum, and they're totally fine with that. And I don't think that you are that way. Sigma females are not. So I do sense here with the Six of Swords and the High Priestess that like, follow your intuition. Don't put too much effort. Don't try to control things. Don't try to do their job, right? If it's hard for them to put in effort and to schedule, just be open, ready to flow. If they keep on rescheduling, I don't know why that's the type of energy that I'm sensing. Like if they're going to reschedule or something like that, or I don't know, they just feel not grounded. Maybe they do have children. They keep on rescheduling. There's something about rescheduling and getting things to work out in the 3D world. So it does feel like they trust your intuition. If it sounds like a lot of effort, don't do too much. Don't put too much effort, but be open. Like, okay, I totally understand that you're busy. Just let me know when you want to get together, and just leave it there, and don't have any attachments of like, why is he treating me this way? Why is it this way? I do sense here with the Ace of Wands. Let me get one more card for the Ace of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. There is a situation, to be honest, if this is a love relationship, there is a situation that you have your eye on, like maybe it's work or another person that you're dating, but there is an energy of equal give and take, right? That might be, again, use your intuition. Some of you guys, there is another person out there who's willing to give equal, like they're at the equal, in the 3D world, a better compatibility when it comes to relationship. Or you could kind of sense that regardless, this energy, this relationship, whether it turns into a romantic relationship or just a beautiful interaction in the 3D world that might not be long term, that they're going to kind of ground. They're going to ground their energy eventually and want to come forward but I don't know how long it's going to last. That's the thing. Like, and then they might get imbalanced again and chaotic, and maybe there's something on their side. Maybe they do have children. But all I'm saying is that there is a new energy coming in. It might not be in this situation. That's why the High Priestess is showing up for me. So just go with the flow and don't put too much energy or expectation. But this person does want to give. It's just kind of difficult for them at this time. In any case, that is what I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your like, share, subscribes, and support. And I look forward to reading for you next time. See ya. Hello, group number 2. If you chose the Sapphire card, then this reading is for you. Before we begin, I just wanted to say that sapphires are associated to Taurus and Virgo. It is associated to earth signs. You might be watching this during Taurus season or Virgo season, might have Taurus or Virgo in your birth chart, or the person opposite of you in this reading have Taurus or Virgo. Taurus is, I believe, April, May, and Virgo is August, September. All right, so it's peace and protection, very peaceful, protective energy I see here for you. But let's go take a look before we get to how your person feels about you, how they see you, and advice for you when it comes to the situation. We have 3 situational cards, oracle cards, to get a best picture of the situation. If this does not resonate for you, don't you worry. You could choose another pile, and if they don't resonate, then this reading may not be for you. That's totally fine. But let's go take a look. We have engagement, so a really important relationship. I was gonna say conversation, heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe that's why there's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation potentially about engagement when it comes to the situation. These two cards could potentially just show me that this is a strong connection. And honeymoon. Okay, maybe planning a honeymoon, maybe want to take you out on a vacation to propose. But this is indicating to me that this is a very important relationship, very strong, loving connection. The type of person that you want to get engaged to, that they want to get engaged to, we will see. But there is some sort of conversation that needs to be had. I do sense, if this is a long-term relationship and you've been with each other for a while, I do sense that there could be some vacation or getting away or a staycation that will be helpful for you guys to reconnect. I do sense that there is a reconnection energy here, especially like with the engagement. Prior engagement. I'm hearing prior, so maybe prior engagement comes to mind, where maybe you guys were supposed to get together for a heart-to-heart conversation and didn't show up. It didn't work out. Maybe you have to reschedule that conversation, and then they really want to have that. What I'm sensing here is also tantric, like the energy between you and tantric is not sexual. It does not necessarily have to be the case. It is just like the connection between you and this person, and really realigning your energies together. There's like this realigning, getting away to be with one another. That's tantric in a very practical sense. And I feel like just to get to know each other more is what I'm sensing here. If you are in a stronger relationship, you want maybe get to know each other, or just spend more time together. Let's go see what that means for you here. Okay. Let's see. Maybe you have a honeymoon that you need to get in touch or talk about, and that's just a confirmation for you, or an engagement. But this does feel like a very important relationship. Many of you guys, it is some sort of relationship that you feel like you can marry, or you guys have been talking about marriage, or a long-term situation. Okay. I feel that a lot of you guys, there's been a lot going on in life, and again, just really need to take some time to ground together. All right. Okay, we have this as here. This one goes here, and interesting. They want this one, not this one. Okay, they want me to put this one. Okay, cool. So I was just using my intuition just to confirm that I'm being guided to use the right cards. All right, so how your person feels about you, how they see you, and advice for this situation. Let's see, we have the Four of Swords. How they feel about you, the Knight of Wands. Go the distance, I'm hearing. The world and go the distance, that's the world. And I said vacation, so that could be the case as well. They want to spend more time with you. Ace of Wands. Okay. I'll get to the Ace of Wands in a second. So you have the Four of Swords and the Spirit of Wands. So the way that they feel about you is that they feel so at peace with you. They feel so at peace. And I feel here with the Four of Swords and the Knight of Wands, they feel disconnected. Maybe they've been really busy at work, or you've been really busy, or maybe when you guys spend time together, maybe you're just watching TV or talking about politics, or, there's just a lot going on that they feel disconnected. And that does not necessarily mean they don't love you. I just feel like, again, reconnecting energetically. They want to spend some time with you alone. And the Knight of Wands is a card of, being more passionate and flirty and spontaneous. So I do sense that they want to have a little bit more like a playful time with you as well. They feel at peace with you, that they can be themselves, go the distance. They just feel at ease. It just feels, again, here with peace. But I'm here also go the distance, where they feel that they can do, you make them want to be a better person, to step up. If this is like a husband or a boyfriend, they want to step up as a husband. They want to have children. They just kind of want to step up as a man. If this is a man, if it's a woman, they really want to nurture this connection. So I do sense that there's, again, a lot of peace, but a little bit of disconnect when it comes to your situation, which can be easily done. So I do feel here with achievement and fulfillment that there has been a lot going on in their life or in the situation that they feel like going the next level. The world is a card about achievement and fulfillment, and they've known for some time that they want to go the extra mile. They want to go the, again, I just keep on saying go the distance. Do something new. I feel like they want to change it up, switch it up, change up the energies when it comes to the connection. I do feel it's very healthy to do that. It's a very healthy thing to do. So they're going to have a conversation, and I feel that no matter what, going on vacation or a staycation, or maybe instead of going, like changing it up, there's this energy of wanting to, like, let's say you guys go to brunch in the same restaurant every weekend, maybe changing it and going to a different neighborhood, maybe 10 minutes away, 10 minutes further, it doesn't necessarily have to go to Italy, but I do sense this person is the type of person who wants to just travel the world with you, be more adventurous, because the Knight of Wands is adventurous. They feel on top of the world, no matter what's happening. Like, there's a lot of different things going on in the world, as like that's how it is all the time, actually. But there's like a lot of things going on, that there is like this veil of mystery that's going on, and you are that type of person where they're not scared of what's going on in the world. They're not worried that there's like a lot of mysteries when it comes to this world. Like, they know that the truth is you, right? Like, they're not worried, or they're not like, there's nothing, you're the only constant in their life. And that's not like a weird thing. That's not like a codependent thing. It's just like you are like the light in their life, and they know if they go in that direction, if they keep on going in your direction, that things are going to be better. This person does feel like the type of person you want to marry, the type of person you want to grow together, build something together. If this is not a romantic relationship, maybe it's a business partner or a platonic relationship, then this person knows that the business will go well if they partner with you, if they, like, they just know that things are going to always be good business wise. Like, you're the best business partner, you're the best friend, kind of thing. So that could be the case as well. This Ace of Wands is telling me to get another card for that. So we have the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. Okay, a lot of love here. I do sense that this Chariot and the Ace of Wands, they do want to sweep you off your feet, take you out, become more one with each other. There's a sense of, just like, let's go somewhere. Let's go somewhere new. I wanna take you to somewhere exotic, or somewhere new. Go on an adventure, spice things up. And they do feel that no matter where things are going or where things are headed in life, that they know that you it's like ride or die. You and them are like ride or die, and you are loving. They feel so in love. They feel so in tune or spiritual. There's something about you that I don't know. This person, like, they want to have it all with you. That's the sense that I'm getting here. That they could be their own person. They could be in love with you, but they could still like kind of venture off and do their own thing, grow their business, or hang out with their own friends, have poker night with the guys. But then you just feel like it feels like a naturally healthy relationship. And I feel here, if you guys are not married, if you guys are, but you've been dating for some time, even if you haven't been dating that long, I do feel an engagement, a vacation, and a heart-to-heart conversation is in your future. It could be the other way. If you have been married for some time and you are looking to have children, they want to have a heart-to-heart conversation about that future. This person is ready for the next chapter when it comes to your love life. they just feel in awe and in love with you and only you. So that's just how they feel. They feel love, and just a new beginning is happening, and they're really excited about what else you guys can create. I'm hearing they could create lifetimes with you, where after you're 80, you're still going to want to be like, what's the next adventure? Where are we going next? They're like, I'm 80 years old. Where else am I going? And they're like, let's live to 100, 150 together. Like they don't see, like this, it feels like infinite. I'm seeing a infinity sign, like it just infinite energy, infinite abundance. Like the sky is the limit between you and them. And they're just so happy that you are in their corner and that they have you as their partner for life. All right. How do they see you? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is my single ladies card. It is, no matter how you feel about Beyonce, before I called it my Beyonce card, but Nine of Pentacles, they're beautiful, they're attractive, they're independent, they're practical, they're abundant, strong, sort of energy. We also have the Eight of Wands. So these are very strong, powerful cards. It's very feminine, very feminine, or if you are, because a lot of the people that I read for are female, so you're very feminine. And with the Eight of Wands, very, I don't know, just attractive, free-flowing, the sky is the limit with you, and you have a very abundant mindset. You're the type of person you want to build with. You're a queen. Like some people need a queen or an inspiration to show up in this way. You bring this want to be more, to do more, to be infinite out of them. It's you. Of course it's them as well, but they know what a big impact that you have. Again, this is a very attractive energy. Like this is very beautiful, sexy, strong, sort of energy. I don't know how else to explain it. I will get more words in a second. We have the Lovers card. Okay. So spiritually, they do sense that you are the one for them. This is just like, you are the one for them. They, with the Lovers card, they want to enter that new chapter together, hand in hand. It feels that they see you as somebody that they feel like they've been with for lifetimes. They've known you before. And if it's not that, there's a strong spiritual connection that no one can ever break. Like when you guys are apart, they could feel you, they could sense you. And even if this person isn't as spiritual, then if they don't feel that spiritual connection with you, because maybe they're not that spiritual, and that's totally okay. They think about you all the time. They're constantly thinking about you. So they do see you as like the partner for life. This is a strong energy. Like they say, this is a type of person to build with. This is the type of person you build a foundation with, a life together. Like the type of, like if you want to write a book about someone's life, like this is a story between pile number two and their person, that they could write like a book, and it's going to be like this big adventure. That's what they want. If it's not happening right now, that's what they want. They want this to be some sort of adventure you could tell your kids, that you could tell a story about. Because there's a lot here. I don't know. You are different from a lot of people. Very, very strong, abundant, attractive, and your energy is so magnanimous that it's the type of energy that when you walk into a room, everyone turns their head, or everyone feels your presence or sense it. And they're like, and they know it's because they feel the same. Like if you walk into a room, everyone feels your spiritual energy. Everyone feels your presence, whether they know it or not consciously. They're like, who's that person? Who's that lady? It's pile number two. And let's get a few more cards, because we have two more cards here. We have the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. They see you as, again, I don't want to say a trophy wife or whatever, but they see you as everything. You have everything they wanted in a person. If they wrote down a list of what they wanted in a person, you have it all. You have it all. You have what it takes. And the Ten of Swords, karmic lessons, going upwards. You've gone through a lot. That's the thing about you. It seems like you've gone through a lot, and whether that's in business or love or in life or in your own family, There's a lot of obstacles and you always come out strong, right? Again, you're the type of person that people want to build with. So I want you to be clear about that. Is this, do you see the same for this person? Because what I'm sensing is that a lot of people see you in this way. I have a friend and everyone sees her in this magnanimous, she's perfect type of energy. And I'm like, cool. But do you see them the same way? Because you're very expensive. You cannot find somebody like this. So make sure that they, like, even though they see you in this such a grand space, make sure you know your worth. Because I sense this from you. I feel this from you. Because this is like how they see you. And I'm feeling it from you. And I'm just like, yeah, I can feel it too. So make sure you know your value or your worth. If you had to, I don't want to say put a dollar amount, but let's say I say a dollar amount because it's numerical and you could kind of you can measure it. Okay. Just use it for like a visual thing. You're an infinite being and there's like no dollar amount that, equals you because you're just so infinite. So FYI. But do you see this person the same? Just know that because a lot of people get into relationships and we'll see in advice, but what's channeling through me right now is a lot of people get into relationships because they see you so great and so grand. And you're like, wow, they see me so great and so grand. They make me feel like I'm on top of the world. And they sometimes even put you on a pedestal. This person might be putting you on the pedestal, just FYI. They may not be doing that consciously, but you don't want to be being with somebody who puts you on a pedestal. You want to be with somebody who's like at your level in this 3D world. That's not like advice like that I give to everybody. That's just what's channeling through me. Okay. That's not just my perspective on life. It's like very specific for you. So because again, this is a general reading. Some of you guys are like, yeah, this person's great. Just like me. Some of you guys are just like, yeah, everyone sees me this way, actually, to be honest. So I have to go into my heart and see, does this person hold the same value? Because in the 3D world, you're building together, like you want to make sure that they're in alignment. This doesn't necessarily mean you don't love them or not. Anyways, that's a channeling through me. So let's go see the advice. We have the 6 of Wands. So yeah, this is definitely what I was saying. 6 of Wands is a card of advancement. Can you advance in the 3D world the way that you want to? This isn't all about getting ahead. This isn't about being materialistic. This is like, do they fit that? Because I honestly think that many people see you in this way. So I had that same friend. She would tell me like, oh, they feel this way about me and they see me this way, and I'm like, yeah, I see you that way too. But you're not trying to be with me, right? Like everyone sees you this way. Everyone sees you so magnanimous, pal number 2, just like my friend. And so I always had to like remind her that, yeah, but do you feel the same way? And many times it's like, yeah, well, I don't know. So you are very expensive, very attractive energy, pile number 2. And this is just saying like, do they fit the world that God wants you to create for yourself? In the long term. I think it's getting serious. It's getting to that point where it's getting serious, or it has been serious. If you are already married to this person, maybe there is a heart-to-heart conversation about your wants and desires. Don't forget about what you want in life, right? Like, let's say like, oh, I want to build this type of world. Make sure that you don't get sucked into their reality because they're so excited about it. And I feel this person has a very powerful energy where maybe sometimes if you're not paying attention, you just kind of go with what they're saying or what they want. And months will go by and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about my dreams, my aspirations, what God wants to channel through me. So just be very mindful of that maybe that heart-to-heart conversation is also meant for you to really kind of check in with your life and be like, is this for me? And it could be for you. Maybe you just have to insert more of sprinkle of you into the plans, because I feel like this person like wants to have plans and wants to do all these grand things. Make sure those grand things also is what God wants to channel through you, and I feel like they'll be open to it. It's just your responsibility to make sure that it doesn't take their needs and their wants and their desires don't get take over your life. I don't think they're doing that on purpose. I just feel like they have a strong energy with the Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the World, the Queen of Cups. Like I feel this person's the type of person to like schedule things, write things down, really plan out their life in a certain way. And maybe you are too, and you just maybe haven't translate that or talk about it. Okay. We have the Two of Wands. Yes. So that's kind of just really what I'm saying. The recognition is just like Two of Wands is about planning how you're moving forward, what your achievements are, because advancement, achievements, independence. So just make sure, is the direction, maybe you are with this person, you're already married with them, is the direction what is channeling through you as well. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that can happen if you are in this relationship already. Let's say you've been together with this person for years. There is so much destiny, so much fate that can happen, so many different things, right? So just make sure that you are part of that conversation, that you are like your desires that God wants to channel through you is part of that. That is your responsibility, and God really wants you to make sure that that happens. And I don't know, there's like something that's fated about this connection anyways. The advice is that there's something destined for you in your life, whether or not this person is in your life or not. So make sure not to forget that. Regardless, I feel like this connection is beautiful. It is inspirational. This person feels really, really great. And if there is any discrepancies when it comes to the energy, because again, I feel like they need to reconnect with you. That reconnection is also a call for you to kind of just reflect where the direction of this relationship is going, and seeing like how to fine tune it for the next chapter, because I feel the next chapter in this situation is coming very, very soon. So that could be an engagement, or maybe you guys are planning a honeymoon. It just feels like a retreat. Maybe you guys can have that conversation during a little vacation, a little mini retreat for you and your person, like put together a plan, like chapter 1, this is what's going to happen. Chapter 2, this is what's going to happen, and make sure both voices are heard. I just really love this energy for you. I really love this. You're a very expensive energy, the type of person that people want to plan with, build with. So just know your worth here. Some of you guys may forget. I don't know, it's just coming into me in that way, and I'm going to stop with that heavy talk. But in any case, thank you so much, pile number 2. I hope this helped and resonated. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments, and I will look forward to reading for you next time. See ya. So pile number 3, if you chose the Ruby card, this reading is for you. If those of you who are watching this reading for those who are watching this reading, there is strong connection towards Capricorn, Gemini, and Cancer in this reading. So that's December, January, and July are really strong months. So you could be born in those months, or they could be born in those months, or have those signs in your birth chart, Capricorn, Cancer, Gemini, or watching this reading around those times. That does not necessarily have to be the case. It's just going to be a confirmation for some of you guys that this is very strong for you, because Ruby that's what it's associated to. In any case, before we get into how they feel about you, how they see you, and advice for you, we have 3 oracle cards here to see a little bit about the situation and the connection between the two of you. We have soulmates. We have unrequited love. And then we have worth waiting for. All right, so the energy that I'm sensing here between you and your person, pile number 3, is I'm actually sensing a third energy in your reading. This is a third energy that you might not know who this person is. Maybe they're worth waiting for, because there's also unrequited love. So we're going to get into the bottom of this through tarot, but what I'm sensing is that there is a strong connection. Yes, this is a soulmate, but everyone is a soulmate because we're all connected to each other. Soulmate is just like a romantic word that people kind of throw around. And sometimes I read the card like that, but this time I'm feeling that there is just a strong connection between the two of you. You were meant to meet each other for a specific reason. Whatever that is going to be different for all of you. But it's just like not meshing at this time. It's not meshing at this time. And you're wondering if it's worth waiting for them or if there's another person. But I'm sensing here that love is worth waiting for you. It is worth waiting for, regardless if this person or not. You are meant in this lifetime to have beautiful love, the highest spiritual love. So we're going to see what the advice is at the end of the reading. But this is a really strong soul connection that you have. And there's a reason why you've met them. Maybe that'll show up in the reading, but this is very particular to their feelings, their view of you, and advice. So let's go see what that is for you and this very strong soul connection. I'm going to read this more romantically, but this could be like a friend or a business colleague. Maybe it's a business colleague in business, and there you guys are supposed to work together, but you're not really getting the revenue that you're looking for, and you're wondering if it's worth waiting for in this situation. That could be the case as well. Okay, it's just a scenario example for those who are asking about somebody who's not romantic. All right, let's take a look for you here. Okay. All right, so we have how they feel about you. So we have 3 cards. We're just going to take all of them. How they see you and how advice. So first off, we have the Hermit. Beautiful card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Moon. I knew that there was a strong but. They're great buts. Okay, why is that coming in? First off, I feel this person is very, very aware. It's not like they're pretending like, oh, I don't know what this is. They know. They know that this is a really strong connection between the two of you. But that Hermit card and is very deep and very scary to them. Like, I don't know about this. It's just deep and scary and something that they never felt before. They feel that there's something, it's a cop-out, to be honest, because like it's a cop-out because like they know you're better, they know they're great, you know that you are the queen. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Like she sits there very mature, very knowledgeable, very knowing, very loving. They just got it all. They already know that. This person is very aware. They've thought about it. They thought about the way that they feel about you, the way that they see you, and they just don't. But I still don't know. Damn right you don't. I don't always have this attitude. Watch my other readings. I'm just channeling like how it's coming through me, like your energy and their energy. And sometimes I get a little sassy because I embody the energies for a second because the energies respond. Like I respond to the energies. I don't always just hear words and have visions. It channels through my body. So I have to feel it in order to read it. In any case, and I'm like, oh, don't give me that you don't know, or this is too deep, I'm not quite sure, sort of thing. Like I really want to go look at the advice right now. Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Okay. We already, like, they know that you're amazing and that everybody will be lining up out the door if they know that you're single. Like, let's say you are dating this person. They know that if everyone knew that you're not dating them anymore, that you're going to have text messages, calls, phone calls, people trying to set you up with people. They just know how brilliant you are a diamond, etc. And they feel such a deep connection with you, but they're just not quite sure. And that is a reflection of them. That's not a reflection of you, because I feel this is a very big reflection that you, like, they either pedestal you and they don't know if they're good enough for you, or they're the type of person. I'm going to read this because most of my viewers are female. So just take this as it resonates. But like, I'm hearing men are created and women are born. Like, if you just leave women alone, If like, let's say, yeah, if you just leave women alone and they're not traumatized by if they can protect themselves when they're walking, if they're going to get harassed, or like war that like have to deal with a war that they're not even a part of, and they have to like deal with the consequences of it. If you just leave women alone, it'll be like Wonder Woman, the Amazons, where they're just like women and they're like strong warriors. Or it would be like Barbie World, where, because like I see like women are created, and women are born, excuse me, and men, you have to create them. You got to train them. They have to like become a man. They have to become a man. Women, they're already soft, nurturing, and if you just don't leave them alone, if you leave them alone, if you don't traumatize them, they'll just fall back into their soft, nurturing, loving, graceful, goddess, intuitive energy. Men must become. They must be created. They're highly influenced. That is not a worldview. That's just what's channeling to me. You don't have to believe it. That's just how it's channeling through me at this time. So this person does not want to become. That's potentially why there's unrequited love. It's not you, it's them. To be honest, if they ever say that to you and you call bullshit on them, it's actually kind of true. It's actually them. But they feel such a strong spiritual connection, but they don't want to step into that energy, right? And maybe it's you're the right person, the wrong time sort of thing. If you're already married to this person, like let's say you want to become a mother, they want to become a father as well, but it's just like too deep for them or something. Like, again, men are created, so we'll get into your advice on the situation. It's going to be different for a lot of you. A lot of you guys could really use your feminine energies to help them rise up more. But I honestly feel like you're doing a lot of that. Like you're just, again, perfect. That you're like, what else can I do? Right? What else can I do? Anyways, they feel a very strong connection with you, and I do sense that they pedestal you. But I honestly feel that's a cop-out because you're the type of person they want, but they don't feel called. It's like, I don't want to judge them, but they don't feel called to rise up at this time. This is fine, I guess. If you don't have attachments, then you'll be okay with that. But again, it's going to be different for all of you guys. We'll get back to that. Let's see how they see you. Ace of Cups, love, spiritual, perfect, of course. We have the Tower. Okay, honestly, we'll get to advice. I'm just going to read the cards without giving you advice right now because that's what I'm being called to right now. 9 of Wands. And the 6 of Cups. Okay, so you are very loving, admirable, very positive, potentially innocent in a way that you don't let the world take your bliss away. And it's not like ignorance is bliss. You're just like, it doesn't matter. No one's going to be able to take my love or make me be in fear. No one's going to make me less loving. No amount of politics or war or anything will break my spirit. And again, you're very loving, and everybody loves to be around you. Their family potentially does, or their friends. Just people enjoy being around you and have a really great time with you. Kind of like an angel. You do have this like angelic vibe, and they do see that. I see that they think that you want more than what they're willing to offer at this time. And that they're not judging you for that. They're just noticing that, how powerful you are. With the 9 of Wands, let's go with the Tower. If you just started dating this person, they're just like, oh, I thought that I didn't realize it was gonna get so serious. And like, they want this. The thing is that they want this. They want to be a father or a mother. They want to get married and have children. They want these things, but they didn't realize it was going to come so soon, right? This person, they didn't realize it would come so soon. If this is a friend, I don't know how that's going to translate. They maybe wanted a network or a community of people, but then they can't really show up for them at this time. And I kind of get that, right? Like, you manifest something that is so like what you really wanted, but you didn't know was going to come in so soon. But the universe won't give you something, or God won't give you something if you're not ready for it. So they manifesting it, but will they claim this manifestation? Maybe you guys were thinking about having children if you guys are already together for some time, and they're just like, yeah, I want to have children in the future. And then the future came and they're like, wow, that was pretty fast. Like that 3 years passed by really fast. And so right now there's like they see that there is, I don't think that you are chaotic at this time. I just feel that you are the type of person, they see you as just like so strong that no amount of change or sacrifice or testing of strength, no amount of that is going to scare you away from your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. And that's something to be admired, but they're just like, but I don't know. Like, it's so deep, I don't know. I feel like it just needs to be smacked out of them. I don't know how it's going to, like, how to do that, honestly. I feel here you could manifest it by just praying that that this union or this relationship will go in the highest honor, the highest way that God wants to, right? Don't do like the witchcrafty thing where you try to manifest them to do the things that you want them to do. Make sure that that you know that you're protected. I don't know, like protected. I feel like I'm a very big believer in spiritual warfare, and I don't like bringing that into my readings because people get scared. That you see spiritual warfare going around, like the people in power, like in politics and government, they know how spiritual warfare actually works. They just don't talk about it. Sometimes, maybe in other countries, in America, not so much. It's getting there, but I do feel that this person that's scared, that fear is like being spiritually attacked, right? So they're actually not that scared because they do see that this is what they want. And that fear, one, it's coming so soon, but actually isn't that soon. Like it is where they wanted to be. Like this is what they wanted. And I don't want to feed any obsession for you. I don't want to feed the obsession like, oh my God, but the tarot reader said this is what they wanted, so you kind of push for it. No, that's not what I'm saying. For them on their end, like this is what they wanted. You are the type of person that they wanted. They're just not quite sure why it came so soon. But if they reflect, they're like, actually, it wasn't that soon. This is like perfect timing. So that fear, I feel like it's spiritual warfare, like the spiritual attack on them. And I feel like whatever religion or whatever background, whatever level of consciousness that you are, to have faith that you are protected. Both of you guys are protected. Because I feel it's what it is. Like that fear isn't real. It's an illusion, obviously. But they're just like, wow, they're so strong. And I'm like, actually, you are strong too. Like this person, like actually you're strong too. You're just as strong as pile number 3. Just like smack the I don't want to say, smack the demons out of them. Smack the evil that's making them feel so scared. It's like, I just want to like shake it out of them. Like, this is what you were asking for. That's what I'm sensing. So sometimes I read deeper than how they see you, because everything that I'm saying is not what they're aware of. Like that they're being spiritually attacked. We're getting attacked like 24/7. Like really always need to pray and protect ourselves. And so, but there's like, every time there's like a conflict, maybe you're super protected and they're not aware that they're protected too. But let's go see, what is the advice? What is the advice when it comes to this energy? So the unrequited love doesn't necessarily mean that, like in those early relationships where there's love there, but it just never came to be. It could just be saying that you guys are at different levels in your belief and your resolve, right? The perseverance when it comes to the next chapter or things like that. I'm also seeing here that they really admire, before I get to the advice, they really admire how strong you are. Again, like maybe you've gone through a lot in your life that like nothing really scares you. And any disruption or conflict, or maybe you were able to restart your life a few times. Maybe you lived a few lifetimes in this lifetime. Maybe they haven't. And it's like you persevere through all the changes. And it's just, like you're so strong and chill, like especially with this Queen of Pentacles. But with you, it just feels like they just feel like they can't keep up. But I think that's just an illusion. Honestly, I feel like you just gotta smack the negative energies that are making them believe that. Pah. Not like in the not literally. Okay. So as the advice, we have the Five of Swords. Okay. The Five of Swords, interesting. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, I see. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. And we have the High Priestess. I'm actually going to ask for another card. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I'm going to start with the people who potentially are not married to this person. Okay. So if you're married with this person, it might be a different situation, because I never want to, like, if you're married or you've been with this person for a long time, I don't want to try to like force a breakup. Be like, they're not going to change. Just go do it, make it easier somewhere else. So let's start. I'm not going to say that. I don't know what I'm going to say when it comes to the people who are actually with this person. I will get to that. First, what I'm sensing here for those who you just started dating, months, maybe a year, that sort of energy. You're dating them, or I don't know. It's just not like a serious long-term relationship just yet, or married or have children with this person yet. So what I'm sensing here is, okay, High Priestess, follow your intuition, Four of Pentacles. Okay. I'm trying to put this into words, excuse me. So the Five of Swords is a card about, let's start here. The Five of Cards is about self-sabotage. And this is the Eight of Pentacles is about all the work you've done in your life, right? You've put a lot of effort into your life. You persevered through a lot of things. And you're the type of person, again, can persevere through all of it. So this situation, you can be patient, you can be wise and things like that. And I feel that's why the High Priestess is showing up. The advice here is to not stop yourself from moving forward, right? Don't stop yourself from living your life because of this person. Because when you start to move forward in your life, it'll just literally drag them. They have no choice if they want to be with you. And I feel this person does. So just live as if you already have your end results, that you are with the love of your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be here. You're just filled with the love, that God is on your side. If you want, like, for example, if you want boyfriend, girlfriend situation with this person, if you want boyfriend, girlfriend situation with this person, or like something more stable, the advice here that I'm sensing, it told me to move to the Four of Pentacles, is just, can you actually create a foundation with this person, right? Like, are you going to be doing the laundry and making all the money and taking care of the children? Like, are you going to put a lot of effort while they sit on the couch, right? And be comfortable, sort of thing. Like, you are a queen. And if you are with somebody who's not with a king status, or you don't see that they're going there, if you're already doing a lot of work, they're going to get used to you doing all the work. I've been there, done that. And, so I know, like, in the practical world, how that works out. So if you already see it, that they're not going to be the protector, they're not going to have courage, they're not really quite sure what they want, then again, just move and continue on with your life, right? As if you have everything that you want. This is not about breaking up with them. This is not about any of that. Just moving forward as, like, manifestation, like you are such a strong belief and faith that everything's going to be working out, and kind of go through that in your life. Sorry if this is not coming out very clearly, just bear with me, because it's different for everybody, that's for sure. So you want to make sure that you're not self-sabotaging yourself, that you're all the things that you worked for and then you persevered, would you really give it up for this person? If that's the case, then be patient. If you're just like, wow, this person's a deadbeat, then why am I here? Is this worth waiting for? Is it really worth waiting for? right? Because you persevere through a lot of things. And I know some of you guys are tired that you don't. You're like, oh my God, I have to go through another relationship. Da, 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 da. Check out my next chapter of your love story reading. I posted it right before this one. So maybe that will give you some sort of advice for the long term, because it's just about how they feel about you and how they see you. I need to do a whole different spread for like advice about or like how where your love life is going in the next chapter. So check out that reading. It was before this one if you feel called to do so. Because again, the scope of this reading is so small that's maybe the reason why I'm having a hard time reading into this. It's going to take a lot more cards, and I want to stick to the scope. Yeah, just make sure that you're not threatened. You're not like spending more money on them. Like you maybe some of you guys saved up a lot, and then you see your savings dwindling. I'm like, for what? Was it really worth it? Are they really worth it? Because they're attractive, or you feel a strong connection with them, like you feel a strong spiritual connection. You could find that anywhere. Honestly, it's like you could feel like a lot of people will be like, oh my God, I've never had this feeling before. You'll find it again. If you found it once, you can find it again. Really have belief in yourself, and I feel you're the type of person who will follow your intuition. I feel your higher self is showing you that there's a crossroads right now. And again, even if you don't know what the answer is or what to do, don't make a decision. All you got to do is make sure that you are not sacrificing all the hard work you have put into your life for a deadbeat kind of thing. I don't want to judge people in that way. That's just the words that are coming out of my mouth. So this is about, your advice here is about, don't sabotage yourself. Like, doesn't matter if you sabotage the relationship or not. That's not the point. The point is, don't like give too much to this situation because you feel like you're like a queen, right? And everybody loves you anyways, that you can find somebody else, kind of thing. Now, if you already have children and a relationship with this person, I don't want to say like, oh, you got to leave this person, you got to get divorced and all this stuff. Like, that is, again, between you and God, right? It's between you and your higher self, you and God. And so I don't see them as a bad person, right? Like I don't see it that way. Some of you guys might, like, maybe it's not channeling in this reading right now because I'm really making the scope, just stick to the scope here. Again, don't sabotage yourself and don't overgive. I feel like stop overgiving into a relationship. Like, if you treat them like a king, but they don't treat you like a queen, then you're overgiving. It's time to like cut it out. I don't want to bring in politics in this reading, and I'm not telling you what my worldview is, but it's kind of like America, where they give a lot to different countries, whether or not they do it in a good way or positive way or manipulative way or narcissistic way. A lot of countries rely on whatever America does. I don't know. There's a lot of like back end deals and secret things that the public doesn't know about. So I'm not telling you my political views. But now that America is being like, oh no, we want to focus on ourselves now. We want to pull back our energy, right? We want to focus on our own country right now because like kind of falling apart. All the other countries are pissed. They're pissed because they're just like, and rightfully so, like that's how any relationship is. But it might feel the same where you are America, you're probably overgiving to this person, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, this isn't really working for me. I need to step back a little just so I could like figure things out. Maybe let's work on a different relationship. Let's kind of have a better relationship and allow me to kind of work on myself right now. This person might get pissed. This person, like, let's say you always did the laundry, you always did the cooking, you took care of the kids and all these things, and then all of a sudden you're just like, no, I'm going to take my power back. This person might get upset, right? But it doesn't matter because you don't want to self-sabotage yourself. You want to recreate that foundation with your person. They'll get on board, right? But in order for them to kind of step up, you have to like kind of take them out of their comfort zone. You take the training wheels off. You really have to take the training wheels off in the situation. And you do in a loving way, like, I'm just loving myself. I'm just loving myself. This is not non-negotiable. I'm just loving myself. We'll work together, but I need to take a step back. And maybe that's why there's like, it's so deep, but I don't know if I'm ready for the rest. is because they kind of need to be pushed in the deep end for that to happen. And I feel like you taking your power back is pushing them in the deep end for them to grow as a person. It's not to manipulate them to be the type of person or a man or a woman that you want for them. It's for their own good, and it's also for your own good as well. So I was kind of trying to get that advice for you. But anyways, don't forget to look at your the general love reading that was posted before this reading to get a bigger picture, because I kind of, for this pile number 3, kind of went over scope, so I probably didn't give you a fuller picture. Maybe I did, I'm not sure. But in case if you need more information, go to that reading. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for being here. Hope this helps and resonates. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments, and I look forward to reading for you next time. See ya.